Entering, yes, keep on. No, turn you off.
Welcome to College Ultimate Team. As the new athletic director, your job is simple. Build your dreams.
It's a rivalry that defines the sport, one that everyone points to when asked what makes a good or classic rivalry in college football. The scarlet and gray against the maize and blue. Two diametric. A rivalry that has had everything from Heisman statements to pepper spray at midfield. The old horseshoe, Ohio Stadium in Columbus, Ohio. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Ohio State Buckeyes. We stay with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
On the banks of the Olentangy River, the Horseshoe is one of the most iconic venues in all of sports. Over 100,000 people strong, the Ohio State Buckeyes might have the best home field advantage in all of college sports. These fans are ready to rock and showcase their Buckeyes this season. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Buckeyes ready to kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Marsh. Makes a move. Got a little room. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Michigan!
And this place was going bananas. It was going nuts. The atmosphere was incredible. But how about the visitors setting the tone? The opening kickoff return, taking it back to the house. And now, guys, it's gotten really, really quiet.
And right down the middle. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. So Ohio State's offense will have the football first. Last time these two met, Ohio State didn't just fight that team across the field. They pretty much knocked them out, stomping Michigan.
Yeah, it was a heavyweight knockout, too. They were throwing haymakers right from the opening bell. We know that Ohio State recruits at such a high caliber. They're consistently pumping guys into the NFL. First-round talent as well. Last year's game, all of their best players, they showed up big.
And Michigan had no...
Breaks into the open. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those choke plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
Here's Julian saying to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Slant routes. They're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage, too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Not able to get outside. They tried to run wide, and they got nothing. It'll be 4th down. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a 1st down.
And how about that call? You're right around midfield, 4th down on your opening drive, so you run the football and you put your trust and confidence in your offensive line up front to get it done and keep your offense on the field. That is impressive.
These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I mean, I can go back to 2006 when they were 1-2 in the country. You know, like, these games really matter. The uniforms are clean. The athletes are flowing. There's tons of athletes all over the place. This is always a huge showdown.
And you think about some of the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry. Bo Schembechler at Michigan and Woody Hayes at Ohio State. And it's amazing, in a conference full of trophy games, maybe the greatest rivalry, doesn't even have one.
I know we're a ball way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
The Buckeyes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Headed outside, it's Jackson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Say it. Using the quick game. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the 3rd down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
They'll ride the hot hand. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Say it. The throw to the outside is complete. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up 1st and goal. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. A run for the quarterback. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Trying to find the end zone. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Rivalries are the lifeblood of college football, and here are a few of the things that make this one special. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here.
Ready? Mark, spider under. Ready, go!
They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Saying to throw for it on 4th. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover. Downs.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
The Wolves. Offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And they'll be matched up against one of the best secondaries in the country.
And this matchup is going to be so much fun to watch because this defense, they're really, really good. And they like to take away what you do best. And a lot of times...
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
There's an example of a dude getting beat one-on-one with his quarterback getting closer and closer to his end zone, man. That's scary.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Dumps it off in the flats.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Runs through the tackle. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. The Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Oh, did he unload on that? It's like there's helium in that one. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last one.
He's got another 25! Just when you thought that ball was out of reach, nothing appeared to be out of his reach there.
Yeah, he says just throw it up, and I'll go get it. To track the ball all the way down the field and dive and lay out with that body control, that is a special catch.
The Buckeyes, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice game. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Throwing, say it. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. You might have points, more points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he knocked that one right down the middle. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the 2nd quarter. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Play fake, Underwood. Tight end finds a soft spot. They stay aggressive.
Quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Completes it in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are great rivalries scattered all around this country. In-state rivalries, interconference rivalries, and great history, great pageantry. But I think what makes Ohio State versus Michigan unique is the fact that more often than not, these are two teams competing for national championships at the end of the year, and this game really does determine the national landscape.
And 19 national championships between the two teams. Late in the year, it always mattered. You go back to 2006, number 1 versus number 2. So always disdain, always hate. Don't even call each other by their names. Like, this rivalry means so much to college football.
And the Wolverines are marching down the field. Defense might bring the house here. Pulls and fires complete. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. The Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Underwood. it in. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Here's Underwood. Here's a heat. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. And the Wolverines line up to punt it away. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. First play of the drive comes from the 22. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Here's Sayin to throw. Makes a grab over the middle. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Lined up in the gun on third down. Sayin on target. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Again, it's Sayin. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Buckeyes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Looking to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Michigan choosing to spend its final timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Wideout trying to get it in. Touchdown, Buckeye! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. He marched 78 yards down the field, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive.
Better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Lined up in the gun on third down, Underwood. Makes the grab on the left. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Throwing, Underwood. Zings it complete to the right. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. Again, it's Underwood. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
On the play. Brings up second down.
And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when the Wolverines and Buckeyes get together, and a fun first half to boot. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Michigan and Ohio State plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Wolverines will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. What do they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
Guys, here to start the third quarter down on the Michigan sideline. You can sense the determination from this team right now. They know that they lost this game last year, ending a long streak, and they are not about to let this lead slip away as well. After everything they've been through in the offseason, in this rivalry moment, it comes down to toughness here in the third quarter. The coaches are yelling, "We've got this, we've got this." Let's see if they get off to a good start here in the third. I'll keep you posted.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Julian saying to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Good play call offensively, and that's the right place to go with the football if you're the quarterback, but just a better job by the defender knocking that ball down.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. On the delay, it's Jackson. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Yeah, and you'll get some groans from the fan base on that call. 3rd and long, you'd like to see your team air it out. I know you got the lead, but try to slip the draw play. And listen, the draw play is one of those plays, if you fool them, it might work, but it's a tough play unless you fool a lot of people.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Great place to start for this offense. The run inside. It's Marshall. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty so important at the college level. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. On the run, it's Marshall. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. And the Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. Here's Underwood to throw. Makes the catch, and he's free. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
The Wolverines trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. makes the grab. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
Never getting stopped on that second down. Don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on third.
On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Just going to keep it after the snap. He'll be stopped short. It'll be fourth down, and let's see what the decision is here. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their sophomore quarterback who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on him. So the offense will try to punch it in here on fourth and goal from the 1. Pushes ahead. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Michigan.
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on fourth down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off phenomenally. Job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And here's the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Throwing St. Clair. Buying some time. Just refused to take it out of reverse. Got caught for the safety, and he might spend some time on the bench after that one.
Yeah, and sometimes you get confused and you get lost when you're out of the field, but not that far. And I don't know how to explain this. I would love to give you words and break this down and be like, this is what he was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know you're going to have to hold on for just that split second longer, and they weren't able to do it there.
Back to throw. It's Fowler Nicolosi. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. It's complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big chunks.
Blasted as he lets it go. Got his man. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Running inside. It's Marshall. Across the 25. Might have a chance. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Run in the red zone. It's Marshall. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Now the play fake. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Back to throw. It's Fowler Nicolosi. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Fitted in the window for the score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. St. Clair. Pressure coming. And it's a sack. When you have the type of defensive lineman that Michigan has had over the years, you don't always have to send the house to get to the quarterback.
No, it's a beautiful thing when you're a defensive coordinator, when you got big, strong studs like this. Year after year, Michigan always has a stable full of them, of guys that are athletic enough to rush the passer, but physical enough to play the run. It's a fun spot to be in as a DC.
Throws for the tight end. And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter of play. But now, time for the 4th quarter. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Bulldozes his way through. Caught, and he's got room. Inside the 10. Sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finish shows just how potent they are. An 88-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Michigan sideline, as the offense gets ready to take the field right now, they have got a lot of excitement. This is a possibility to knock off the #1 team in the country, but they know they've got to play clean football down the stretch. The huddle, they're talking to each other, execute. We'll see if they're able to keep it together here and have a productive drive here against this excellent defense. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat. And the Wolverines come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Looking to pass. It's Fowler Nicolosi. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
It's a bang-bang play, running a slant. The DB's draped all over the wide receiver. He's got to make a contested catch, but he shows really strong hands on that one.
The RPO, it's complete. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Wolverines are flying down the field. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. They'll stop the clock momentarily here to check on the injured Wolverine. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down in a goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
The clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Oh, look out, the ball's free. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Off to the races to the right. He's inside the 40, the 20, the 10. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Man, I can't do that here, right? I got the football, I got the lead, the clock is my friend, and now I cough it up. Offense have to understand the situation, have to understand I got to get to the ground. I can make sure I don't fight for extra yards. I make sure I don't fumble, costly fumble.
And a late opportunity to grab the lead here. A touchdown would be huge. A first down run on the doorstep. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll move the tight end. They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. Trying to find the end zone, and he's not going to make it as this defense is making it tough. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Motion from the wideout. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. And he won't make it to the marker, stonewalled for the 2nd straight play. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot.
Well, the offense and special teams did their job right here late in the fourth quarter. They put themselves now in position to win this game. It all comes down to the defense. Can they deliver? If they get the stop, they win this game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody will be like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.
Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Back to pass. It's Fowler Nicolosi. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And I like it. Very smart defense, understanding the clock, understanding they're going to try to push the ball down the field. Great job playing deep, breaking on the football, making sure that receiver doesn't catch it. Smart IQ defense.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Makes a grab past the marker. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And I love the location of that throw. Fourth down on the slant. He puts it out in front of his target so that when he catches it, he can advance and get north to pick up more yards.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. They're setting up the screen. Turning it on. Touchdown, Wolverines. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's
unloads it downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to trying to get behind the defense. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? A penalty on the play, and it looks like offensive pass interference. Second down coming up. Sayin. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. No time to waste here. They've got to get. He wants a big play here late. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. This late in the game, there's really no question about it. To have any chance to tie this thing up, they have to convert here on fourth down. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Saying back to the air. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter. Couldn't quite find his man. They cross out all of the M's on campus. They call them the school up north. But this year, Ohio State will have to call Michigan the victors in the game as they plant their flag in this rivalry for another year. That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.